How do cakes rise? And what's the difference between baking powder and baking soda? My name's Corey and I'm from the Shell Questacon Science Circus, and I have an experiment for you to explore the science of cakes. I'm going to start with 3 cups of water, each with some dish liquid inside. These represent my cake mixtures. In order to make a cake, we have to put some gas inside our cake mixtures. I'm going to do this by blowing through this straw, and we'll see what happens. Whoa! That's a lot of bubbles. So you can see that the dish liquid trapped the air inside the bubbles. And in a cake it's the same thing, except the flour traps the air inside. Cake recipes usually use either baking powder or baking soda to create these bubbles. We're going to put baking powder in one of the cups and baking soda in the other. I'd love it if you pause the video and make a guess as to what will happen to each of the powders. You did make a guess, didn't you? Let's try our baking powder first. Put about a teaspoon in. Oh, and it looks like something's happening. It's gone all foamy, and I think if it was a cake, it would make a really light and fluffy cake. Alright, let's try our bicarb soda in the other glass. It doesn't seem like anything's going on though. This baking soda is called sodium bicarbonate, and it's called a base. And a base is something that tastes soapy, a bit like soap. In order to create the bubbles that we need inside to make a nice and fluffy cake, we need to add an acid. And an acid is something that might taste sour, maybe like this lemon. So let's see what happens if we squeeze our lemon into the bicarb soda. You can see that immediately we've got some bubbles coming up to our bicarb soda. So it's important to remember that when you're baking, bicarb soda needs an acid added to it. But our baking powder already has the acid inside, and so all we needed to do was add some water so we can mix the acids and bases together. If you enjoyed this experiment and want to see more, please like the Science Circus Facebook page or head over to the ANU Science Videos YouTube channel. Bye for now.